If you're a rapper, then you gotta weigh the cost benefit analysis on if you want to make your own beats, your own instrumentals, versus getting them from someone else. When you're just starting out, it's good to experiment. It's good to get some experience actually recording, understand a little bit about mixing, mastering that world, get into it and understand it. Then you have to make a decision. Are you gonna be more of a beat maker, an instrumentalist, or do you wanna have someone else to help you with that? Now, what comes into play, of course, is gonna be how expensive it is. What is your budget? Do you have any? Do you know any people that you can work with that are coming up? And don't expect, when you're an up and coming artist, that you're just gonna get the producers that you want, that they're gonna just help you out for no reason. The music industry really, a lot is about money, and it's about popularity. People who are actually doing this as a business, as a profession, if you're hiring somebody as a producer, they wanna get paid, or they want you to have a much bigger following than them, and they want to get that. They want to get something from you. It's, a lot of new or small producers that I see, they think of as a taking, like, why won't somebody help me out? Why won't somebody do this for free or for super cheap? But if you look at any other type of job, you see you wouldn't want to get paid that little. So you got to make that decision. And when you're starting out also, if you're getting instrumentals, you got to be careful about the copyrights and all those issues. So you should look into that just to know. And now we're seeing that also with AI, is having new issues where you don't get a copyright just from a AI generated instrumental, which creates another issue. And that issue is that if you purchase it from a producer and it's actually AI generated, you might have another problem with that. So there's a whole host of issues, but when you're really small and when you're coming up, you don't have to worry about that so much, but it's something to think about as you actually get serious. If you want to do this and you're going to start spending a marketing budget where you're going to put money behind what you're doing, then you need to really start thinking about, like, okay, let me get this license properly so that I can actually release it, so that I actually have rights. And then once you're getting real traction, I'd argue, it's really not worth it if you're new, if you're not getting any listens, any of this. There's no point in spending a lot of money on a top-end producer. Even if you get a famous producer, that producer's name isn't gonna push your song, not unless you have some other type of agreement in your contract that they're gonna post about it and share about it, which most won't, especially if you're small, unless you just have some personal connection. There's no reason for them to do that. So you need to look closely at what you have. And do you have an exclusive deal, or do you have a time-bound deal? What I've actually seen with some songs that people are buying, they say unlimited. I saw one, it says unlimited, and you buy it, but you actually read it, it's only good for 5 years. Now you might say 5 years is a long time, but what happens if that song actually blows up, or you spend thousands of dollars in marketing and advertising on it? That's not really unlimited, and I could actually argue that's misleading. You might have some grounds on that if it's listed as unlimited and then it has other limitations, but you need to look at in the contract. And now you have no excuse, because you can use tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, any AI tool to look at the contract and see, is it a standard contract? What does it mean in plain English, in plain terms? So when you're starting out, don't overcomplicate it. Just, I would play around with making your own beats at first and seeing what you like, different tools, and then search and find some producers that you like, and find ones that are smaller that you can develop a relationship with. And ideally, I think it's good to have consistent producers so that you get a sound and somebody who specializes in the sound that you want, and it'll make something unique. That's one of the problems we're seeing now, is that a lot of people are using random producers for all their different songs, and so there's no consistency like when you used to have albums. If you're gonna grow consistency as an artist, you wanna have production consistency as well. Drop your comments below and let me know what you think about this.